Alright, we'll do this way. This is going to be a long video. It goes part and parcel with, the room. But I did promise someone to give a good gander at my, what I call the corn room, and I'm gonna rename it. I'm gonna call it the ready room, because that's where I get ready for things. All right, let's have a look. This is for Amber. This is my prep room. Water, maseca, several different kinds of grains, oats, rice, powdered milk, some jugs. I've got cans under here. It's a little bit messy. I had it straightened out. Okay. Wheat, oats, soup, sugar, corn, medical supplies. And let's go around here and see if this will work. And here's where I do stuff. I'm gonna put my big knives in my pack. I got my dry bag like you saw. Have my maps so I can sit and study my geography. This is a good thing to do too, I have my star map, so I can study the stars. That's a good thing also. I'm trying to get, some of Canada. Political map of the world. And such and so on. So let's have a seat and have a speak. Map down there I gotta hang yet. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do after this video. Gotta get busy. My head's cut off. Man, don't you love it? I gotta sit down and do this. Alright, here we go. Turn this way. I hate the glare of my glasses. It's hot. A little cooler in this room, boy. I might just, go ahead and Mata the dog. Mata Hari. I know, now go on. No, you've been petted. I've been doing this for years now. Right? And it's starting to really tell the tale. This adversity, hot and cold, worrying about things every minute, money this, doing that. Mata, go on. No, you're done. Right? And, gosh, 7 years since my wife died. Old Patriot Nurse says, usually widows last about 10 years after their, spouse dies if they've been together long term. And I absolutely believe it. Because now, I just can't bring it to bear. Now imagine in a setting, right, where, some people, but they're kind of hostile. You don't want to go around them a lot. Because this town is it's completely friendless. It's terrible. It's such a hateful place. I mean, badly hateful. You'll see my videos. I'm a happy-go-lucky guy. I like to be a good person and be happy, ha-ha and all that. But this place is just terrible. It is one of the most hateful places I've ever lived. And I've lived in a few places. I've been into Europe. I've been, a couple places in the nation. I hadn't lived. I mean, my God, I'll be 58 in July. Mata. I got Mata, though, huh? Never such a terrible place. And you can imagine, let's accelerate the stress level if you're in a breakdown situation. It would be a lot harder, quicker. So you can compress that into what you're thinking or how you would feel like in a year or two, what I've been feeling in the 8 years now, 7, 8 years that I've been Plus the fact, before she died, this was a hateful place. And my God, it wears you down to the nub. And I'm about to that point. What are you chewing on? Get out of here. Don't keep the places clean. I don't cook as well. I don't feed myself and care for myself as well. Look at me. I'm not looking that good. And I know it. This is a study in it. I'm objective. I'm like third person at this. I don't have as good clothes. I don't go get any. I can't get any. Then you look at yourself and go, man, and you see yourself deteriorate, which makes you deteriorate further. I can't move, because of conditions. Like if you drew a circle, like a bullseye or a target around a town or something, and concentric circles outer and outer and outer, you could get, expensive to live, not as expensive to live, kind of cheaper to live, really cheap to live, but it's the worst place to live, out. And that's how it works. I'm way out here because I can manage it. If I was any closer to any kind of civilization, community, or society, I wouldn't make it. There's no way. I wouldn't have the money. I'd have to pal up with someone. Then look at that adversity. What if they suck? What if they're not that nice a person? Or they're crooks, or they take you for a ride, or, because from what I'm finding out, like in my age bracket, male and female, they're just tore up. Darn dog. Anyway, had to satisfy my curiosity. Nada. No. What? I know it's hot. It's your eye. That's terrible. Okay, now go on. Now go. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Humanity at this age, rare is it that you find someone that's put together pretty good, in their situation. I've been seeing, and they're dropping like flies out here. They're every 2-3 months, the garbage can out there, the dump site, someone's whole life chucked into it, their whole life. Down to the refrigerator, couch and chair, beds, everything. There goes Mother. Chucked into the thing. And you got these notices, celebration of life. Placard on the old, the post office bulletin board, right? It's terrible here. Think about it now. If you were sitting in a breakdown situation, you would be facing the things I face here, by God, on a regular basis. What the psychological aspect of having to face such adversity of people dying, getting killed, falling over dead, being raided, being rooked, crooked, conned, or, killed, the constant battle, of the stress of wondering what the next day will bring when it's just not like even regular. It's extraordinarily bad. And I've been facing this for years now. Wasn't so bad, with the missus and all that, because you had a partner you could, help. Like, I haven't had anyone here to help me in years. No one to pick up the other end of that, no one to hold that, turn this on while I'm out somewhere looking something, right? No one to talk to at all. There's some acquaintances here that, but still, the memory of what happened to me and what this community did to me and what it did to others, it's just, it brings me to a standstill. And now it's a lot worse. The house is dirtier. The house is more disrepair. I just can't bring myself to get up and get going and get it on. I got a whole bunch of, I got $200 or $300 worth of material in the bus that I can make, rags, material, quilts, all kinds of stuff. I just can't, I start breathing hard. I can't, that kind of thing. Weight gain. People say, oh, you're just that. Okay, this weight, it's stress. Period. Stress. My arms ain't got a lick of weight on them. My legs, Not an inch of fat, nothing. It's all this stress weight around the belly and top. I mean, I just don't look at that. Shoot, I still have some gun, right? But this stress, the stress of every day, day in and day out, month in, month out, year in, year out. With me, it's a slow burn, but just think if it was a hard burn of just flat out failure, of the crash, of a breakdown. I don't know. And then when you see others around you, falling out, and you're going, oh man, that's going to be next week. Check this out. Oh, Prince died, right? Oh my God, the earth stands still. What a loss. He was a heck of a guy. You know what? He was the same age as me, right? And I'm like, oh God, look at the date, right? And man, that wears on a fella. You see people that you knew, oh my God, Madonna's the same age as me, right? But anyway, there it is. I'm really, really struggling. I got this ready room going. I'm going to try. I'm going to really blast out at one effort. Because my season, I have these life seasons. My good life season is coming up. In the summertime, things happen for me. I'm going to make an effort to really get it on and, get this together and get out of this house and get out of this town. This town is terrible. Everything is closing. The bank's closed. The stores have closed. There's just no one here that's friendly. These are some snotty, horrible people. And just think, that lens, just like if you're in a situation where you have adversaries on the perimeter, that's the same thing I'm fighting. And it's telling the tale. I mean, to tell you what, I just can't. Things are going to hell on me. The yard ain't being cleaned up. The bus ain't being worked in. And I mean, every day is a struggle. I mean, just a horrific mental, physical, and spiritual struggle. Because I've been doing it for so long. And it's starting to tell. I got 3 years to live unless I find someone, to put in my life that, that's like-minded and to be a partner. I mean, my God, 7 years. I'll give it 7 years. She died in 2009. Right. I've been alone and with absolutely no prospect, no potential, nothing. Imagine, and that's what would happen in a breakdown situation. People would be scared of, I ain't getting with you, I'd love you, and then you die, Another thing I got to face, am I really willing to watch someone, die in my hands just like last time? Right? Slap flat in my hands? In a breakdown situation, that might be a common occurrence. And then, now it's 85 degrees in my bedroom. And oh my God, it is rough. It'll get worse. And that's a nice cool day. A few days ago, it was 90-something degrees. And I got to knock it down. But I'm alone. I can't get anyone to help me. There's no one here. There's just, that I would even ask. No. And think about it. That's what you would be facing in a breakdown. You'd be looking out there going, do I go out there? I might get shot. I might get jumped. Or might nothing happen, or there ain't no one out there to help me. And I'm deteriorating in a major way. I'm breaking down. Interesting, isn't it? Extremely interesting. But I have the wherewithal to see it and use the knowledge and share it with people, with everybody, with everyone out there. YouTube, everybody. Hello, YouTube. Hello, everybody. I messed it up. See, my head's going bad. Memory's losing. Starting to falter. Oh, the world. The world, I got maps everywhere. I forgot the world. Think about it. I'm gonna start studying. This is my last effort. I need a partner. I need the recharging of the touch of another human. People think, oh, you're just horny. You want to get laid. I'm like, yeah, sure, shit. That's right, but that's about maybe 30% of it. Maybe the rest of it's someone there, a voice in the other room. You know, bustle, the noise of another human in the other room of your habitat is invaluable, and it's gone. It's not here, and it hasn't been here for years. So my mind is deteriorating. Think about it. You know, and I'm reporting it. You know, that's what I said I'd do. So here I am doing it. I'm looking at this. I'm trying to keep the glare of that dang window. I don't have glasses. You know, I have kids, but they're here once in a great while. I even have one that lives here. She's here once a month when I babysit. You know, can you watch my kid? Which I'm fine with. But you're like, oh, okay. You know, and it's just nothing but hostility out there. Hostility towards me and people like me. You know, because I'm helping a kid out here. And, oh my God, and he messed up. But, you know, hey, they'll cut your throat, boy. You know, not literally, but figuratively and every other aspect. They will cut you off at the knees in Beatty, Nevada. They will not relent, and they will show no mercy. So that's the stimulus. That's the experiment of one of the elements of the experiment in the whole, right? Of what it would be if you were living the breakdown. And it's killing me. It's killing me. I'm going to try and shovel out of it right now. I might, because I'm going to end the experiment. I'm done. I can't go on anymore. Because in another year, I'm going to fall over dead. I will keel over dead. If I make it through this year. So 7 years in a breakdown. Boy, 3 years of way I'm living. No one around. Hostile environment. Hostile social system. You know, real hostile. Instead of passive hostile, aggressive hostile. And, where's my gun? Anyway, and, it has taken me out. 7 years in a passive scenario. To where if I don't stop the experiment and take steps to further my ends and get out of this, I will die. I will die. I'm facing my death now. And with that, live by your wits, not by your worries. You know, and I've even done that. And just the logical things I've done and not worrying, being optimistic, right? Live by your wits, not by your worries. And I've done it. Still yet it wore me down to where I'm in the condition you see on the screen right now. Look at me. All right. Not by your worries. I think I didn't finish it. Peace. Bye.